Hi, I'm Dave and welcome to Key to Cares. First off, thanks for clicking on the video. So, what am I going to provide you today? Probably some life lessons that I'm pretty confident you're going to leave the video being a better human. Sounds like a pretty tall order, but I think I probably have the street cred to back it up. So, who am I? Why do I think I can make a bold statement like that? Well, first off, I'll be 60 years old in a couple months. That's certainly given me a few miles, some experiences. But the miles I traveled in my life were a bit rougher than that. We're going to throw in a couple extra items. One, for most of my career, was a firefighter EMT. That certainly changes things a little bit in terms of one's typical life experiences and what they see and what they deal with. First off, I have to tell you that was an honor. People are trusting me with their lives and their families' lives. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. It meant more for me than it did for those people. What else? Well, with that, I got an additional bonus during my years of fire and EMS of PTSD. Crazy. Didn't see that coming. That's a hell of a story in itself. CPTSD to be more specific, but we can get into that at a later time. That led to me actually being at a point in life where it was now life or death for me, not other people. And that ultimately led to me checking myself into a facility for a full-time program to try and deal with that. So, I got that going for me to give me a little more of a viewpoint as to what might be important in life. But there's more. Over my life, I've had more than a few surgeries, primarily orthopedic surgeries. And for anybody that's watched the news, especially a number of years ago, as part of that, they were handing out pain medications for, well, some would say like candy. Again, I'll condense the version and say I've also lived through an addiction, fentanyl, among other items, and withdrawal. I quit cold turkey. I do not advise that for anyone. That was days of basically think of your carpet and then think of rolling in broken glass for days till I ultimately ended up in the hospital. That certainly gave me a certain amount of viewpoint references in life that I can go back on. Then there was, all the additional things that the PTSD brings of isolation, not wanting to leave the house, self-harm, substance abuse, viewpoint of life, that feeling of, I don't know what's going on. I can't talk to anybody about it. Who am I going to talk to? I'm not going to talk to my friends. I'm not going to talk to to my extended family. My family, amazingly supportive. Amazingly supportive. And to say I'm grateful, it's an understatement, because I was an asshole. I was definitely all that and then some. So, I have a perspective that I think I can help people who feel like there may not be anybody who understands. Especially, you got to remember, I'm in an age group and probably a circle of friends that you don't talk about your feelings. I was a balls to the wall guy all my life. If I could go 100, I wanted to go 125. And, well, as I alluded to earlier, that all came crashing down. And I had a stroke. Yeah, that one came out of left field. But one thing I learned in my time in fire and EMS is no matter what I think I have to bitch about or that my life sucks, there are so many people that have it so much worse that I got nothing to bitch about. That was a good philosophy that got me through a real long time. But kind of going back to where I was alluding to before, I had nobody to talk to. Yeah. When I checked myself in that facility for that program, I felt great. Relatively speaking, obviously. But there were people talking about feelings, how I felt, how they felt. I felt I was alone before that. You can't watch it on television. I had no friends. I isolated myself. I would not leave the house, to be honest, to this day, unless I'm basically taken by my family. I go to two places, work and a particular gas station that I'm comfortable with. So first and foremost, I want to be here as a guide for those that feel that they are alone, that nobody understands, that nobody has experienced things that they're feeling. Because I'll tell you, there are people out there feeling that. And there are people probably been there before and not said anything until a point where they just have to tell. I'm at that point. My trauma therapist, when I said, I felt I had nobody that was feeling the same stuff I did, and I thought maybe I would start a YouTube channel, and that is tell other people basically my feelings and how my feelings may be quite similar to their feelings. And it's okay. Well, my trauma therapist, Rebecca, oh, Oh, that's great. Talk therapy. Oh my gosh, finally. You never talk about anything. Finally. So I guess I took it she was in my corner to do this. But anyway, it is very important to me for people to know that there are other people out there. A clan, if you will, a tribe. It may be in an electronic form, as in YouTube. I know during my struggles, I cannot tell you how many hours I spent on YouTube. Headphones on, whether it be listening to mental health advice or hearing people talk about stuff I couldn't talk about. But I knew there was other people out there feeling it. So, long story short, here's what I intend. As we move forward, I'm going to talk about some of the specific symptoms, if you will, that I dealt with. And some of the things that helped me out. And I'm sure if you're still watching this, you're probably one of those people that are going to share some of those feelings with me, some of those symptoms, some of those life viewpoints. And together, we're going to find out that, you know, we're not alone, and we can get this rock to move, and life can get better. But it's work. And you know what they say, many hands make little work, so we're going to work together. Back to what I call my channel, Keita Cares. Who the hell's Keita and why does she care? Well, I am on a journey in my life that is going to change a whole lot of things for me. So, I am in the process of getting a service dog named Keita. I'm still looking at probably 2 months or so before I will have her full time. Sorry, I'm crying. But it's an amazing story. And a little snippet of that is Keita found me. And she's amazing. So, I'm not a super guy with polished videos. I don't polish my motorcycle, I ride it. I'm not one of those guys that sit by on Saturday afternoon and wash their bike. But I'll try and figure out how to put some, I think what they call B-roll in here and show you some video of Keita. She'll have about 18 months of training as a service dog when I get her, and we are going to be on a very interesting journey to kind of reintroduce me to life in the world. And I'd like you to be on that journey. I really would. So, I'll try and put out additional videos, probably once a week. Also, each video I'll try and find one particular symptom that I'm dealing with that we can talk about maybe in a little more depth. I think we'll all be better humans as we move forward. Thanks a lot. I truly appreciate it. Bye.